Hat in the classroom, or are you in the Sense Hat separately?
I'm on my
You on your laptop?
yes.
Okay, so you got to get the Sense Hat set up first, but so I can show you.
Okay, I'm gonna set it.
Yeah, because you make sure you log in. Use this time. I'm not gonna bother you too much. But use this time to get it fully updated and log into the classroom so I can get you started. Because you got to do what I do, and
Okay.
it makes it easy. Okay. Hello, Mr. Gray.
Hello.
I'm going to use this time for lay people to get your kit set up. Hello, Mr. Perry. I need you to provide your phone number in the EDSB if you can. Let me stop this. So I was listening to news radio. So try to, Sharad, put your number in EDSB. I don't want your information out there, but staff need to get in touch with you. Let's see here. Welcome, Jalen. Let me mark him present. Policy is you guys got to keep the cameras on. You're only hurting your extra credit score. Like if your camera's not on while I'm giving you participation points, do know that I'm getting confronted. You know, at Camelot, we say No one's above confrontation. So when you keep your camera off and everything, I eventually end up getting confronted because these administrators, like Banky, he came in this morning and some students had their cameras off. Okay, go ahead, Sherrod. You turn your mic on. You raise your hand.
I sent you my number in Esby.
You're right. You put it in a message.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I'll give you 10 extra points for that because everybody's trying to find you and you're like, where's Waldo or something? It's hard to get in touch with you. But you come to class. I'm like, I'm in the meeting, the ratings meeting, like, well, he came to my class. Why y'all can't reach the boy? Anyway, so what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, hey, Dajay. I gotta mark her present. I was saying something and then he had a question or he had to tell me. So that's cool. I'll check it in a moment. I gotta get attendance straight for you guys. So you're not calling me late at night like some of y'all. My attendance wrong. Okay, couldn't you tell me that at 8 in the morning and not 11 at night? Like, for real? Jalen is here. He didn't save his name. There we go. Okay, Dajay. I don't know where Leah is. She was doing good. Oh no. Mr. Miller is not here. See, Kyra's been here. Kennard's probably gonna come in later. Autumn Hall missing. Josh Garcia, that's somebody else I gotta figure out what's up with him. Edward Dooling, absent. Courtney Dixon. I saw Courtney earlier. Okay, he might come later. Shamar Davis absent. Jamar Davis absent. Latrell Champagne absent. Khalees Bailey absent. Kanasia Archie absent. I already said Lee was absent. Royale Smith absent. Alexis Valdez absent. Valencia Martin absent. And Journey Walls is currently absent. She was here yesterday. Okay, yes, I know. So that was the late timer. It is now 5 minutes past the time when class starts. It's at 2:40. We're going to go into our norms. It sets the culture, it sets the mood, it sets the harmony of the class. So if I'm calling you to just say the norm, don't not be there because these are participation points essentially. I'm showing you how to pass the class. And I just spoke her name up. There's Autumn. Okay, because I did attendance. Right, let me save this. I was trying to give them just a little more time. All right. Now they can call me and say you marked me absent, and then I can just change you to late. You'll take that up with the staff. Okay, so you minimize this. We're gonna knock out our norms real quick. Here we go. Five academic norms, but we got to start with our basic ones. These are behavioral norms, how you should conduct yourself. So starting first at the top of the list is Autumn Hall. Can you read number 1, please?
No one has the right to hurt another person.
Thank you. Dajay, number 2. Miss Moore, are you there? See, she's like halfway there. Oh, she's moving her camera. Can you read number 2, Dajay?
Education and classroom are sacred.
Very good. Jalen, number 3.
Who know behavior we notice cut ourselves at school and family.
Thanks, sir. Mr. Gray, number 4.
An Excel Academy so where a student always acts with integrity.
Indeed. Ms. Laitu, number 5.
We take pride in self-academy.
Thank you. Coming down to the 5 academic norms. Mr. Perry, can you read number 1?
We respect the opinions of others.
Thank you. Coming back to the top at Autumn Hall, number 2.
We respect the culture of the classroom.
Yes, ma'am. Number 3, Dajay Moore.
We are attentive and participate.
Good. Jalen, number 4.
We have health taken ourselves up in our teacher.
Sir, and then Mr. Gray, can you finish number 5?
We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavor.
Very good. Okay, so normally we sit in the building, we all say it together and then get our day started, but we're on remote, so we still got to keep the culture going. I want to direct your attention to ESB. Make sure you're logged into ESB. Now, if you have your kit set up, later on in class, I'm going to show you how to directly, set it up so that you can do your updates and eventually log into yours from your tablet, laptop, or phone. But that's if you get advanced enough for it. And right now, everybody's still trying to set up. So do all your updates because you can't do the labs really if everything is not fully updated. And then furthermore, some students are, put it like you can see my screen over here. I want to show you this. Leave it stationary. I got parents calling me saying, well, I was cleaning up, I knocked it over. I'm like, okay, ma'am, that part that you broke is about $40. These are expensive kits, and I'm trying to double your score so you guys can have great final grades on February 2nd. But you got to do the kits. If you don't do the kits, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have a bad start of 2021 because you're going to explain to your parent what happened. And I have all the videos, and trust me, I will share them if they ask, well, what did not do? All right, I want you to watch all 30 of these videos and tell me what they did not do. That's what I'm going to say. Because there's times in the video I ask you to share out. Some people haven't. That's participation points right there, right? There's times I've asked people to respond. They haven't. So all that's recorded. And then we have attendance metrics. All this goes to CPS. I don't know about you guys, but when summer break hits, I have a clear conscience because I gave you every avenue to pass this class. And if you didn't, trust me, done in the darkness will come to light and your parents will find out. And then you're just going to have a really bad year. So just be good students and get it done, right? Now, I'm going to come over here to this here because this is what I want to direct your attention to. This small part, a lot of students are breaking. It's the converter piece for the HDMI. If you break that, I have a running spreadsheet. Certain students are going to have to start spending $40 to get this part back to do the kit. And I don't think your parents want to have that. You can connect this part to a HDMI TV. This is where mine is connected to, if you see my mouse. And it allows me to connect it to, the TV and get sound and audio. I'm sorry, I said the same thing. Audio and video. You can see everything on the kit from your TV screen. I know a few of you got, video games and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure you got an HDMI TV in the house you can use to finish this quarter out successfully. So just try to do that. Trying to do all the work from a very small screen TV is very hard. Very hard. The other big thing I'm seeing students break a lot is the syntax connections. There's a black piece that you have to connect correctly. And if you don't have that piece, some students have learned, you can't connect the syntax. Also, other students are connecting. There's 40 pins here that you got to connect correctly, right?
Tyler, I did it.
You did what, dear? What happened?
I put it together.
Oh, so you're good? Nothing's wrong?
Yeah.
Good. So with that, don't put these pins in wrong, right? Some students are connecting 38 pins instead of 40 pins, line by line. So it's like connect the dot, right? Follow it, pay attention, and connect it correctly like a sandwich. The pins have to line with the actual sockets to go in, and then when you turn it on, it works. If you do that wrong, you just slap it together, you're going to be calling me like it don't work. And then I'm going to look at you like, well, what did you do? And you're going to get really defensive. So just do it correctly the first time so you can get out of this class, all right? This is an engineering class. Everything is supposed to be difficult. Let me turn this off. So you can see my Sense has lit up. That's because I have everything installed. I told a few students, and I've been repeating, all the videos are there. You need to use the YouTube links for the 4-minute video if you don't know how to put it together. You also need to use a setup guide. I'm telling you everything you got to do before you even get to the labs. I'm seeing students saying they don't work. That's because I'm seeing there's some things you didn't do. So do yourself a favor and take your time and go through these steps. I'm going to put this in the chat because I want to talk about the labs, but I see other issues that people are having issues with, if you understand what I mean. So 2 links you're going to need, right? You're going to need this introductory of using your Raspberry Pi. It takes you through the updates. Just because you plug everything up doesn't mean it's going to work. You have to update your kit fully so you can get out of this class, right? Put the chat real quick for you. All right, so there you have it. Next, you're gonna need what? Well, if we take a look here, this is the getting started guide for your Sense Hat. Once you do all the updates and everything, immediately go to this next link and make sure your Sense Hat is updated. That is a separate feature from the Raspberry Pi. You have to update it with the latest patches and software things, because later on we might be doing Scratch 3. And then since we're using this new version of Thani Python, your Sense Hat won't recognize, and you'll get error messages and you'll be really angry. And I'm just gonna be like, okay, go back to the drawing board. What did you not do on your kit? Do these things first, okay? It's here for you. Because I'm gonna give you guys about 10 minutes to try to get on top of this, because we're running out of time. February 2nd to me is already here, because I'm starting to put zeros in for things that are not done. Look, man, go on somewhere. I'll type something there. There you go. So you're gonna need this next. Now the Code Next curriculum for the labs, that's already on ESB. I'm just giving you stuff that you guys might not have seen or forgot about in week 1 when we got back from winter break. And then some students got their kits before winter break. And these are some of the same links I gave them, which is why like Courtney and others and Kennard, why they're having great success. So go through those steps, right? Especially you people who got new kits. Make sure every step is done, and then do your Sense Hat. Then start looking at the labs, okay? Those people that have their kits up and running and ready to do the labs, I'm gonna put the Code Next curriculum now. So the lab you're supposed to be working on is currently, if you look in EDSB, I already assigned 6, 7, and 8. 8 is really due tonight. We started 6 on Monday and I extended it to Tuesday. So if you didn't do any of these, you might want to use this time now to try to set those scripts. And some students are just turning in the files. You got to go through the steps. So for instance, if I go to 6 and your Sense Hat is working, this is the file you need from the GitHub repository. You should have downloaded that. Now I'm gonna go through this with you real quick, because this is a step that a lot of students are not understanding with these labs. And that's how to get your files from the GitHub repository, put it on your kit. But I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to log into the class, because this is a step you have to do with me. So if you have the ability, log into class with your kit, and then I can tell you how, or show you, you can go through it with me on how to bring down your files, put them on your desktop, and then use them to get done with these labs faster. Because it seems like people who are downloading these files on their own are having all sorts of issues. So I want to show you an easy way to do it. But first, log in. If you don't have everything set up, work on the other stuff I told you about with Setup Guide. So 10 minutes, I'll be here to take questions. But I should see some people pop in this room with their kits in case they don't have these files on their desktop already to use. Now, that's the next activity I want to do with you. Hopefully we can get this done. I can show you next how to log into your Raspberry Pi from a different device. And that'll be really cool, because then you'll be able to share your screen as to what's wrong, and I can see it. You can share it straight to your laptop, share screen on your laptop, and be like, oh, okay, this is what you didn't do. All right. So let's get the updates and everything settled first. Those students that haven't done the assignments, the double credit assignments, each lab, which is labs, what, 1 through 8 right now, right? All of those are double assignments. So you don't have to fail the class. You just got to do the work. And do it now, because I think each assignment is almost anywhere from 25 to 60 minutes in duration to do. So, don't procrastinate. Get it done now. 10 minutes. I'll be here if you need me. Okay, so let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, couple quick announcements I want to make before we get further along. They've been mentioning it to me to put it on our page. I'm not sure if you guys are aware. We have a Facebook page. Let's see if you can see that. And on this page via Facebook, you can enter a drawing. Now, this is other information, but this one here is the one I want you to focus on. And let's see here. Who can I get to read that? Let me look in the chat. So, Jalen, let's see here. I want you to read. Can you see what's there on the screen as far as students? Can you see it?
Yeah.
So right here, can you read that?
Students, do you know of another potential student for our program? Try entering our student referred contest to possibly win some remaining prizes. Reach out to Mr. Border Dawn School L for more details.
Okay. And put that in the chat as well for you guys. But look on our Facebook page. That's there. That's I think I wish I had that opportunity, but I think that thing is like $1,000 almost or whatever after all the things. So just keep that in mind. That's there. It's an opportunity for you. Now, move this out the way. Make sure I start including it in my slides. Now, what else do we have? I see Sinkara's here twice. She's got the hang of it. Are you done updating everything, Sinkara? Are you on your kit?
I'm doing it now.
On updating. It's 3:09. I can give you guys some more time. I just want to get a pulse and a check-in. Policy is if you don't respond when I'm trying to check in on you, then move from class, mark absent, and then staff will be following up with your parents and you. Calling your name is not to pick on you, it's just to make sure you're present. As you can see, I can see when your camera's off and everything. Let's start at the top of the list, which is Autumn. Are you there? Can you turn your camera on for a second and let me know what you're doing? That done so far? Working on it, I mean. Autumn, are you there? I'm trying to get in-class participation points. The way. Autumn. Ajay, what about you? Wet with the kid, dear. Labs, you working on? What are you doing? And a couch. You there? Couch and a blue wall. All right. Like it. Let's. Kaylin, what are you doing, dude?
Sorry, Miss Tyler. I'm talking to Ms. Lane.
Oh, okay, okay. I was just checking, make sure. I'll come back to you. Jalen, what about you, man?
We doing?
What you been working on?
Is we doing our kit?
Yeah, I said that's just the beginning. What have you been doing? You watching video games or something?
No.
Okay, so why haven't you started on your kit, Jalen?
Wait, I read that part, right?
Yeah.
I don't have mine.
You don't have yours. What do you mean you don't have yours? Your mother told me you had yours. I talked to her yesterday morning.
You got it.
You say you got it, right? You just said you don't have it. Which one is it, boy?
She got it. She got it.
So where is it at, though?
I gotta go grab some groceries. I'll be right back.
Okay, come on back, dude. All right, but Jalen, what's going on with the kid? Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. I got
Okay.
it.
Okay, and you can set it up, right?
Yeah.
All right. So are you working on the labs? Because that's part of your grade. It's going to help your scores get better before this quarter is done. So you working on any of the labs?
Yeah.
All right. So what I want you to do in a couple of minutes, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes to get logged in here like Sinkara's doing, so I can show you how to download all of the scripts you need for your labs to do it, so you can get these scores up. So do me a favor, set up your kit if it's near you, and log into this class with us right now with the link we gave.
Yeah,
All right.
That's the thing. I can't.
What's the thing?
She got my kit.
You keep saying she got your kit. So where's
Yeah.
your kit at?
I don't know. That's the thing.
All right. Well, let me call her and find out. Nick Stuckey. All right, let me reach out to her in a moment. And then, so Jalen, no excuses, sir, but you can be doing, Mr. I don't have a kid now. You can be doing the trinket program. Okay, so we'll find out from your mom, but dude, you can't. I don't think she would keep your kit because I explained to her why you needed the kit. But I'm gonna call and find out though. So I need you to, get it together because right now I'm looking at you sideways, and I talked to your parent. Let's see here. So you work on Trinket now in Lab 5, Jalen, and I need in 10 minutes for you to start at Lab 5. So I don't think you want to work, but right now you need to prove it to me because the next step is a norms infraction, and that's you are not paying attention to class. Okay, and everybody who's had me for a while knows what a norms infraction is. Now let's hear. So Trinket program, you start that, and then to do the program, remember I told you about Lab 5. That's the one you should be using to do the whole program. So I want you to run that now and get started. And be looking for you to, since you're in your laptop, share your screen. Okay. You need that. So that's the curriculum I gave everybody. All right, let's go down the list because I gotta put pending by Jalen's name. We just spent 10 minutes and I was like, what are you doing? Next would be, come on, guys. I can't teach and respond to y'all. Quick question. There's no such thing as quick question. Lord. Man, you don't appreciate me. Y'all think like I'm an octopus. All right, so basically, what am I looking at? I was in the list. There we go. Gray, how are you doing?
I'm alright.
What are you working on?
How to get my well, first I had to work on how to get this microphone to work so that
Oh, you trying to get the microphone work because you want to use it. Did you
yeah.
go through your settings and stuff?
Yeah, but it's gonna take me a little bit of time. So I was thinking about, I was gonna talk to Courtney and maybe he could help me
Mm-hmm.
with some stuff.
Okay. Are you able to log into the class? I know you was able to do that, right? Because in a minute I'm gonna show you guys how to download files. So try to do that. I'm trying to help Mr. Ortiz out with something because I got a feeling he needs this for a student. All right. Let's go down the list. It's Grace. And Kyra's already logged in twice, so I think she got it. She's still updating. And Perry went to go get groceries. Okay, so 10 minutes. And we'll circle back to you guys. Have something done. Don't just use this time to just sit around and do nothing. Because I'm telling you, I'm covering my tracks and I want you to cover yours. And whatever grade you get, you got to at least feel good about it, right? But we're coming down to the wire. So use this time to finish updating and do all the steps you need. And if you don't have your kid by you, you should be finishing Lab 5. That was assigned on Friday. A lot of people didn't even turn that in. So please, govern yourselves accordingly and get this stuff done. Minutes. Okay, so let's take a look here. Trying to make sure my kit was working right. It is. So basically, we're at the point where we're going to do I'm going to VNC into my computer, my Raspberry from my laptop, and show you all how to download your files from GitHub to do the labs. Okay, so pay attention to these steps. This recording will be available later, but what I'm gonna do now is take you through that slowly. All right, so if you're logged in like St. Kyra, it's easy to do because you're gonna be downloading the file straight to the Raspberry Pi if you're logged in, right? Now I'll put the link in there if you log into your Raspberry Pi. And Jalen, I talked to your parent already. She said she's gonna talk to you about the kit when she gets in tonight. Please try to get those labs done. But also watch this video on what I did to get the files onto your kit when you get it, so you can start getting those labs done, and you'll have a great weekend hopefully. So let me go to my VNC viewer. Okay, where are you at? There it is. I'm gonna log into it, and now you see what's inside of my Raspberry Pi. I'm logged in like St. Kyra is to my VNC viewer. So let me expand this for you guys. See that? Yeah, I can see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna minimize this. Let me move this out the way. And I'm gonna go to what is called the GitHub repository link. This is also in EDSB. I give you these links every time, everybody. So I'm gonna grab this link for you and put it in the chat. And if you're logged into your Raspberry Pi in the class like St. Kyra is, or you might want to, you can do this step right now and have the files. So you're not going to different websites to try to get the files, right? You need all these files to do all the labs, basically. And you get them by going to code, which is this green button here. So I'm gonna show you how in a minute. Let me first get the link before I forget to do that. Put that in here for you guys. And you might want to save this link in case you forget, where to get the files from. GitHub link that I also put in EDSB. What I mean by I put in EDSB is you take a look here. Oh, I'm not logged in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So log into EDSB. That's the easiest way to find these links too. That's why I said log in on EDSB on your Pi and in the classroom, because I can help you troubleshoot or fix your kit if you get these steps done as I do them with you. All right, so now I'm going to go to 5th period and show you where these links are. I mean, I'm in your class, right? At least the teacher's view. And I'm waiting for it to load. So you'll see the townhouse link. I try to stay diligent in posting that so you guys can get to that. Next week, we're going to be doing GGI and not really townhouse. So this is the link you go to. But more especially, where do I get the information for class? Or where do I get these videos? You're talking about recorded videos, Tyler, right? Well, you'll see here, I have yesterday, the 13th, its video already loaded. The curriculum is here, and the repository link is here for code, to get the codes we're going to talk about. All right, so when I clicked on that link for Code Next GitHub, I got here. And I put the link, I think, in the chat for you guys already, right? Yeah, I did. So now, let me go ahead and move this out my way. I don't want to see all that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the link I gave you guys. I did put it in the chat. All right, it's this one, in case you don't remember, at 128. And when you click on it, you'll get this page. The next thing you want to do is click on code and then click on download zip file. Once you click on that, a file will load over here in the corner. Now, many files will load across the screen if you keep downloading, but this is the first one you want to click on. To find the file, you click on this little arrow that points up by the file you downloaded. Once you do that, you click on show in folder. Okay. So you have all these files nested here, but these are files I downloaded a few times to show students what to do. The zip file is pretty much, I gave the example in last class, or yesterday's class. It's like, imagine folding a piece of paper 1,000 times. It gets smaller, right? So if that's the case, let me put this over here so I can see you guys and I can work. So if that's the case, that's what a compressed file is. And a compressed file allows you to basically, let me grab another piece of paper and show you. This is a good one. So this is a piece of paper that's, imagine it's not folded. And this is what a zip file is. I can fold it once, fold it a bunch of times, twice, 3 times, 4 times. It gets real small, right? That's what a zip file is. I hope you guys understand that analogy or parallel. So you're going to do this as a zip file because it goes over the internet and it's small, folded up like that. Once you download it to your computer, you're not done with it. You got to unpack it. That's what it means to be a compressed zip file. This is what happens when it's no longer compressed, right? So the same thing is true with this zip file. So you click on code, like I say again, make sure you download the zip file, which should be all those files you see there. Once you did that, like I said, go to this arrow here once it downloads and go show in folder. So when you do that, you get these files or one file like this, because these are just duplicates. And I'm going to, once I select a file that I know is a zip file, and it looks like this, everybody, I right click. Right click is different from left click. So this is right with my finger. This is left. Make sure you click the right way. Right click and then go to extract to. Okay, so now that you're here, this is the menu saying, hey, where do you want me to put these files inside this zip folder? So you see this thing that says extract to in this little field here. There's a little folder right here you can click on. You click on that folder and another menu opens up. If you notice, the directory or where it's being sent to is called a temporary directory. So to change that, you click on desktop. Once you click on desktop, the next thing is click on open, and it should take the file straight to your desktop. So do this step, because if you did that correctly, let me go backwards. What will happen is, I got a lot of stuff I wanted to show you guys, so give me a second. You will see the code next screen. If you go all the way back to your desktop, this is called your desktop. There's a blue screen. If you did this correctly, this folder will pop up on your Raspberry Pi kit. And inside of it, you'll have everything you saw on GitHub. Now you notice the labs tell you, if I go back here, where to go and what to use. So how do I know what the curriculum is? Again, back in ASB, I gave you everything. So you got this link here. We click on it, and this is the curriculum I just gave Jalen on Lab 5. Lab 5 you can do online, so there's no excuses there. You can do that. You just got to follow the directions in Lab 5 and open up that simulator and change the codes as they tell you how to change it. But you need the files too. So if you're on a computer doing Lab 5 and not your Raspberry Pi, you still need these files. So you probably want to go to GitHub and get them the way I showed you to and do the same thing. At any rate, come down here to Lab 5, which is what he's working on, right? And what I meant by that is, everybody don't have to do this on, Trinket. Trinket is for students that don't have their kits in front of them. You can do this on your actual Thani, right? So if I click on the Trinket program, which is what you were looking at a moment ago, it allows you to code Lab 5 from here. And guess what else? You can recode things from Labs 1, 2, and 3 on here as well as 4. But it's better if you do it on your kit because you get a lot more out of it. All right. Now, if you're successful with this, trust me, there's a way to send the code if you did it right. Just go to download and send me the code. We only got 5 minutes of class left, so I wanted to make sure everybody knew how to at least download their files and update their kits. Please do that step if you don't do anything else. It is 3:35. Some students already left early. Autumn Hall, everybody, I was about to say everybody's names that's here. You're free to leave. Please work on getting this stuff done. Tomorrow we'll be trying to do demonstrations, or there'll be a quiz that is based on labs 1 through 7. A verbal quiz, not verbal, but a written quiz. So please try to get your kids going so you don't have to do that quiz. That's Google Doc based and stuff. All right. You just demonstrate what you got done on your kit, and then you might get out the test. That's how that works. If you don't, be expecting to take a nice long test.
Why you say nice and long?
Because there's a lot of questions in these labs. And I don't want to just throw a bunch of questions and you got to go lab by lab and find the answers, Sinclair. So just get the kit done, You're going to be really irritated. I think it's at least, I saw last night, 30 questions. But if you got no questions, you're free to go and work on your kits and get them done. Please get them done, because these are double credit assignments, these labs. And Jalen, you should work on finishing the Trinket program and Lab 5 so you can code everything correctly. When you're done with your code, download it and put it in ESB so I can review it. But you
Okay.
got to make sure it works. Yeah. All right. Nickelodeon. Jalen and Kyrie, you got questions? Y'all still here?
Yeah, I do.
You said what?
Yeah, I do.
What's your question?
What? Okay. I downloaded the for what you call it, Lab 5, I guess.
Yeah, trinket.
I downloaded the thing to the doc. So what else I got to do then?
Okay, not to a Google Doc, but hold on.
Oh,
So you got what you see what my screen is? You have this open.
uh, that's what I'm trying to. I was trying to find that too.
So
It,
go to lab. Go
I
to
went
all
to
right.
this
So
link you sent me, but it kept saying the page not found.
no, it's not page number. Hold on, Mr. Rush. I gotta call you back. I'm still teaching. All right. So I want you to go to you got the curriculum in there. It says Code Next with Google and stuff.
Yeah, I got that already.
Did you open it up?
Yep, it's right here.
Okay. Now go to Lab 5.
I'm on Lab 5.
All right. Now scroll down so you see the Trinket program. Did you find it? Trinket project or program? Which one is it? It's a blue link.
Okay, I see it.
Did it open up?
It's open.
All right. So you got to follow the Lab 5 procedure to get that done. Now you got it open, but that's not it. You got to use what they tell you. And if you can see my screen in Lab 5's curriculum. So the first thing you got to read through it, Jalen. I'm gonna go to the problem. So it's Rasputin dance, right? And you read through. It says open and run this to see how to work with loops, right? It says what's going on. And you read through it, and the first line of code they want you to add, they tell you where in the code is this. See this black bar?
And Code Next.
Yeah, I'm in Code Next, right? But where you're gonna put these lines of code is in the Trinket program.
Let me get that.
Okay. So go through all these steps. It's one page, Jalen, but you got a lot of codes you got to enter correctly and follow the steps.
So do I have to delete anything that's already on here?
No, do not. You're adding on to the code, but you got to see where you got to follow directions to see where to put the lines of code. Okay.
All right.
All right. I can't do the work for you, so I want you to read through it slowly and try to get that program running. Once you're done, let me open it up and show you where again. You're going to download it if you think you got it right. And also, Jalen, this file right here, this Rasputin dance file, that's at GitHub. So you need to use that with it. They say open it up, and you notice the script is emptier than others. You have to fill in the details. This part 6, you find that in the files I just had y'all download. So go through the video and see how to download the files again to your computer so you can do it. Okay, but that's later on.
All right.
But work on steps. What is it? 1 through 4, right? And any coding you need to put in there. They tell you where to put it though.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So work on that, and then tomorrow save your code so you can show it in class tomorrow for demonstrations and see. You got to talk to your mom about your kit because she thinks you're not using it right. So I need you to make her think differently about that, because what you're doing in this program is what you're going to do in that kit. It's no different. So you can still pass this class, but you have to prove to her that you can do it. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. Get on it. Class is over with. It's 3:41, sir.
Okay. My mistake.
Sinkara, you there? Are you still logged in with your kit? Yeah, I think she on her kit still. She forgot to turn it off.